Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a little bit of this blanket. This is the first time. It is almost 5 o'clock. It's the first time I've picked my knitting up today. And I've just done a stitch. I'm going to put this down. I've done a stitch too many. I've done 3 purl instead of 2 purl. Oh, it's not too many stitches along. I'll just take it out while I'm talking. I have been on all day doing the PDF for the Blackberry stitch cardigan. I started it yesterday. I was at my granddaughter's. I took my computer with me. Usually have a bit, play with the kids for a while, and then I sat down before we had our lunch, and I started on the PDF. A couple more stitches. Got about half of it printed out, which it does take quite a long time to print out these PDFs. I stopped doing all things like underlining things and that, and just printing them and putting them in capitals. I'll show you on the pattern in a minute what I mean. Just putting in capitals on sort of things you have to notice, because it takes so long to do chopping and changing the letters and changing from underlined to not underlined and making mistakes and forgetting to change things and having to go back and all that. So I just do capitals on where I'm showing you a row or something like that. But anyway, I started it yesterday at my granddaughter's and got about half of it done, which was quite good. And when I came back home, I thought, oh, I want to sit and watch something on the, what's on my computer actually. I don't want to have to be sitting typing. I've got 2 computers. I can work on one and watch something on another if I don't have to. I'm not just stuck with one computer, one laptop. I can work on 2 now since I got my other one fixed. Since I fixed my other one. So I left it till this morning. And I started, after I got up. I was up quite early this morning, actually a little bit earlier than normal. I had my breakfast and tidy up and that, and I'll get on with finish that PDF. So it took me quite a while. I did get it finished the printing of it by about lunchtime. But I also had an order on eBay where I had to pack that up and walk over to the post office with that, and the post has gone up this morning as well. I noticed that on the packet, a few pence extra to send it. So I came back and then I thought I'll start making the actual PDF, because I have to print it all out first and then put it through software on my laptop to change everything I've done into the PDF. Well, I had to find some pictures first. So I looked through all my pictures of all the things I had knitted with the Blackberry things on and picked out some pictures to make, because I wanted to put a picture on the front and a picture on the back and all the instructions inside of the PDF, because I make what you call a booklet that's folded in half, and I try to do the right size printing. When I'm printing it out, there's different size prints I can do. The thing I printed on, it always comes up with Romans size 10, but I change it to 14 because I like a size that I can read without any trouble. I thought if I can read it without any trouble, so can everybody else, because I do wear glasses. So that's what I do. I sorted that out, and I sorted out the pictures, and then I had to put the pictures through a PDF to change them from a photograph to a PDF, because I have to add all these things together when I make up the full PDF for the pattern. So I found 2 pictures, changed them into a PDF, and then I made all the printing I had done, made that into the PDF, and then I had to add them. There was actually 3 files together to make up the pattern. So I got that sorted, got the PDF, and then I thought, well, I'm going to print one out for myself so I can see exactly what it looks like. So I sorted out the PDF and I printed the first one out. That's my pattern. I actually managed to get a photograph to practically cover the front. That was a bit of trouble I've had with when I've been doing my PDFs. I could never get a, because I always do them like this. It's like split in two. I always do them like little booklets like this. So it's a small pattern because I don't like those great big A4 size ones that you buy. I like just small. The patterns used to be like this years ago. So I printed this one out thinking I had it right. Now I wanted picture on the front and picture on the back. Only I didn't have it right, did I? So I had picture on the front and I put a picture, I wanted that one on the back. So with this pattern it means the instructions start here and then they're on the back page. Well, I didn't like that. I like all the instructions to be on the inside. So I had to work on that PDF again to change it round, and I did manage it. Got the PDF, this one here with the picture on the front, and I've had to print out myself, you know, my own writing on the top that it's actually a 16 to a 24 inch Blackberry button-up cardigans, and if anybody else argues with me that this is bubble, I'm going to go through this computer and slap them, because I call it Blackberry. If they want my pattern, they'll have to call it Blackberry. So anyway, that's a picture on the front. All the instructions are on the inside. If you can look, you can see it's a good size, the print. It's quite the right size for my eyesight, so anyone who doesn't wear glasses, it should be perfect. And then there's a picture on the back with a little hat. Now I did put the instructions in for the hat, but I have only knitted one hat, one size hat. So I have put a little note on the bottom here for the hat. I've just guessed, it's guesswork for the hat. So I've put on at the bottom, as I have not knit all of the hats in this the pattern is guesswork. So if there are any faults, you will have to work them out for yourself. That's what I've put on the pattern. So that PDF is ready now. So I can get it, anyone that wants it can send me an email and I'll send it out to them. And if anybody wants me to print it out for them, they will have to send an email and I'll tell them how much it will cost, because they will have to pay for the paper and the ink. And I've wasted an awful lot, because when I first tried to print it out, my printer is just automatically set to booklet. That's what this is, a booklet. And I don't know whether I've been doing something and changed something on it, but I kept printing it out. I always test it first. I don't use a good piece of paper. I just use, you know, those bits of paper you get in the post from your council and things like that, where it's written on one side and plain on the other. I keep all those just to test things like that. And it's a good job I did, because I used an awful lot of paper testing this, because I had the PDF thing set for when I print out the PDF. It's set to booklet. And I thought, well, the paper, when you look at it like this, it's landscape. That's what I thought was landscape. And if it's printed out that way, it's portrait. So I've never really noticed what it's been set on before. And I must have changed something on it without realising. And I changed it to landscape. And I'm looking at it, well, I thought, well, it's landscape, the paper. But it kept printing this part out. But the inside part was upside down, so you would have to go like that and then turn the pattern upside down to read it. And I tried all ways and I couldn't. So I set up my other computer and I thought, oh, it must be that computer, there's something wrong with it. So I set up my other computer and I tried it on there as well, and it was exactly the same on there. I set it all the way it was set up and everything, and then I thought, just out of curiosity, I'm going to change it to portrait, take it off landscape and put it on portrait, because I always thought every time I printed anything on portrait, they come out long ways like that. But apparently on this booklet thing, that is a portrait like that. So yeah, oh, it should have been set on portrait and I had it on landscape. I don't know how much ink I wasted, how much paper. Good job it was just paper that I'm saying that I saved that come through the door, you know, that rubbish that you keep getting through the door. But anyway, I've got it worked out now. That's that one. The next one I'm going to do is going to be there are a lot of single sizes in the rosebud pattern one. I do have 16 to 20 inch. I do have a 16 to 20 inch in one pattern, but I am intending to put all the other ones. I have 22, 24, 26 and 28, all in single patterns. I'm going to print them all out, make another PDF with them all in one pattern and do it like what I do with this one, instead of having a lot of all single sizes. If anybody wants it, they'll have the sizes from the larger sizes from 22 to 28. The smaller ones are 16 to 20, because that one's done all in one, the back and the two fronts, and that way. I don't do ones like that in larger sizes. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do next. And now I'm going to do some knitting that I've never done anything of today, but I did get a little bit. This was last night. I managed to finish that the little pink and white one, the back of it. That's all I've got done of that one. And I'll be happy. You know, sometimes you just should not get out of bed. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.